Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your 2021 September general readings. We are looking at the first 2 weeks of September from the 1st to the 15th, and this reading is for the earth sign of Virgo. Welcome everyone. As always, I hope everyone is doing well. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, any of the videos on my YouTube channel, the likes, the shares, subscribing, reaching out for personal readings, donations, feedback, comments, all welcome. Thank you. So this reading is for the earth sign of Virgo for the first 2 weeks of September 2021. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Virgo. It's also relevant if you're cross-watching for a Virgo. So general reading, of course, going to resonate a little differently for everyone. Watch all of your signs for any additional insight. And if you find that any of the readings do resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, take a deeper look at something for yourself or perhaps as a gift for someone else, you can click on the description link below, that little arrow for contact details. You'll see my email address there, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. Feel free to email me directly. I'd be delighted to hear from you. I can usually respond the same day with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings, and I do readings full-time. It's all that I do, so I'm pretty diligent about timely scheduling. So message me if you'd like. I'd be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. All right, Virgo, let's see what the first 2 weeks of September 2021 have in store for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot Royale. Okay, Virgo, we begin with the Knight of Coins, the Knight of Earth. Slow but steady. He's the slowest of all of the knights, offers and opportunities coming in, but he's steady, he's reliable. He's the one knight guaranteed to cross the finish line and accomplish what he sets out to do. It's very detail oriented, cautious. With the Ace of Cups, could be new love and romance, it could be the heart opening up again, or a new emotional beginning of some kind. We have the Magician, the entrepreneur, the manifester of the tarot, with the Page of Swords, a message coming in, news or information coming in. We have the Three of Wands, looking forward to your future in a pretty bright and optimistic way, seeing the efforts of your results paying off step by step. With Judgment, a major crossroads, a choice, a decision coming in, one that will profoundly affect the path that you're on, one way or the other. Judgment has an air of finality about it. I mean, judgment is kind of like the end of a situation, right? And so it usually represents that whatever the result of judgment is, or whatever the choice or decision or outcome is, that's probably what's going to be in place for quite some time. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the Knight of Wands, fast movement forward. The Knight of Wands is the Knight of Air. He's the fastest of all of the knights, because he's governed by the element of fire. So this is news, offers, information, opportunities for change coming in very quickly. Let's clarify the Knight of Wands. Let me look at this for a minute. Clarify the Knight of Wands. The Page of Swords again. So we have the Page of Air, our researcher, our spire. He gathers and brings in information. The King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. The information, so there's some kind of news or message or information coming in probably quite quickly. It might be being brought by the King of Swords, or it might be about the King of Swords. Clarify the Knight of Coins. The Five of Wands, conflict, circular fighting. The Four of Wands, taking time out, recovery, rest. The Hierophant. The Hierophant represents convention, tradition, institutions, governmental bodies, family, roots of origin, it feels here like, especially if this is a legal issue or some kind of legal process, it feels like the wheels might be spinning a little slowly, or they have been spinning kind of slowly, and that's a source of concern. It might be that there's some new information coming in, Virgo, that causes somebody in a position of a decision-making ability to take a step back and go, well, wait a minute, I need to consider this before we proceed. Interesting. It feels like more of a legal process. Clarify the Ace of Cups. It feels like there's news or information coming in, and then somebody's like, well, wait a minute, I have to think about this. And so they're moving kind of slowly, or they're taking a temporary step back, because the Four of Swords represents a temporary time out in order to consider, recover, rest. Ace of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. That's probably you. The Three of Pentacles, teamwork, collaboration, working towards a common cause and a common goal. The Star, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. It feels kind of like there's some news or information coming in, and there's like some kind of lull because of it, or a step back, or some kind of temporary timeout. Okay, well, what do we do with this new information, or how is this going? And it feels like you might be on the waiting end of the stick, which always causes some kind of anxiety. But there's hope here. There's hope for the future. There's hope for, I mean, there's a partnership here, but it feels like the partnership is less like not love and romance. It feels like people who are working with you, a person or maybe a couple of people who are working with you in some kind of process, and there's some other kind of news coming in that makes that process look more optimistic and positive for you. Clarify the Magician. Judgment again. The Emperor. So we have Judgment twice, the Emperor. If this is a legal situation or a legal process, the Emperor would likely be the judge. That's someone in a position of some status, authority, decision-making ability. I mean, in a company, this would be like the CEO, the VIP. Somebody in a position of making a decision, because it looks like a decision is being made here, probably a final decision. And we have the Page of Swords underneath it, which again is news, messages, information. But for some of you, because we have the Page of Swords twice, it also might be about a child or a young person. Like if a legal process, it might be, you know, custody or something of that sort. Clarify the Page of Swords. The Four of Cups, an offer being made. The Eight of Wands, fast-moving action. With the Page of Swords, this would be a message coming in of an offer, and it's coming in very quickly. I mean, the Page of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Knight of Wands is very similar to what we saw at the overall energy. Some kind of message, news coming in very quickly. It may be an offer, particularly if this is a legal situation. And it may be that whoever is in a position to make a decision, like the authority, the highest authority, is taking some time based on this in order to make a decision. I don't know how many people this is going to resonate for, because it has a strong, like, either legal process feel to it, you know, whether or not it's in an actual court of law. But this feels like a very black and white sort of process, even if the thing that it's about is not black and white, is emotional or has to do with a child or something like that, or a job even. This feels like a very clear, linear, black and white process here of there's this issue, there's fighting around this issue, maybe it's been going on for a while, there's people kind of mediating or helping, and somebody's actually in a position to make a specific decision, like a judge or a, you know, a mediator, a supervisor, or a big boss or something like that. Clarify the Three of Wands. The Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. The Page of Wands, the fastest of all of the pages. Again, it could be about a child, but it can also be messages coming in, and this one would be coming in very fast. The Ten of Cups, the happy home card. It's like you get everything that you want. You know, the Ten of Cups is fulfillment and balance and harmony, marriage, childbirth. This has a strong connection to home and family or children, perhaps. Getting what you want, like getting everything that you want. You're feeling very hopeful and positive that the judgment which is coming, or the decision is coming, is going to have a profoundly positive effect on your home and family. Clarified judgment. In spite of the slowness or the delays and not knowing, clarified judgment. The Seven of Wands, defending, protecting, guarding, and death, the final end of something. So this looks like a decision that's coming in, although even around the end of this 2-week period, like the middle of September, you may still be waiting for a final decision, but it looks like you're really, really hopeful that the final decision, unless it comes sometime in this time period, is actually going to put an end to the constantly having to be on guard, to be vigilant, to be, defending, to be defensive, to being, so guarded and protective, to keep fighting, basically. I'm going to take a look at what would have been the next 2 cards from the original deck, the original cards that I used for the initial layout. I sometimes like to do that. The Four of Wands, happy home, home stability and harmony, unexpected blessings and happy surprises, particularly in connection with the home and family. And the Six of Swords, which is healing. I think this may work out actually better than you think. Any final messages, guidance, advice for Virgo? I think the end of whatever this long thing is just about here. I think we may have seen that for you the last 1 or 2 set of general readings, but time is so fluid in the subtle realms. Final guidance or advice, final messages for Virgo. The Tower and the Six of Wands. This could be an unexpected victory. I mean, the Tower is an unexpected event, or a major event that comes in and breaks something right down to the ground. It's a final ending, but the Six of Wands is victory and triumph after a success. This is maybe an unexpected win or victory, perhaps in a very publicly recognized way, particularly if it's legal. It's like I get the sense that it's actually going to work out even better than you think. Let me clarify. I just want to clarify the message of the Tower. The Wheel of Fortune of the Tower. This is Spirit saying we're taking care of this. This is divine timing and orchestration, because the Tower is hit by a bolt of lightning. Usually that's some kind of artistic depiction in the different forms of the Tower card in the tarot, right? And the lightning represents God, Spirit, angels, and guides, because there's no predicting it. There's no controlling it, right? Same with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like God, Spirit, angels, and guides are bringing in this victory. It might be somewhat unexpected or have some kind of unexpected aspects to it. It's like this is working out so much better than you actually thought it would. That's what I'm getting. That's what the end result is. And it brings in profoundly positive benefits for your home and family, and that includes a rebalancing and harmonizing of the stability of your home and family, whatever that is for you. It's healing. It's beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay, Virgo, those are your messages for the first 2 weeks of September. I hope they were helpful and useful for you. Again, if any of this resonates with you, you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, Email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You'll also see that contact info by clicking on the description link below. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the September mid-month general readings. Until then, stay well, be blessed, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.